This is Alex with Grow How. We're doing a short tour through part of my garden. Today is the 8th of May. I wanted to show you what happens late winter and get you excited for what's coming in the spring. Right here we have my rhubarb. It's struggled along for a few years, mostly as I wasn't getting as much water here as I wanted, so I finally ran a drip line there. We move on over. Right there, last year I planted what ended up being a rather stressed perennial ground cherry. I don't know if it's going to show up or not. It was a pass along plant from a great client and friend. Over here again, this is a bit stressed, but this is a hops plant. I'm going to see what happens with that. Here's my almond. Look at that, she is almost, well, I won't say almost ready to bloom, but she's definitely going to bloom this year. Last year I didn't get any blooms, so this is going to be exciting to see that. Right there is my walnut that I'm slowly removing. I've run into some issues with that, a lot of issues with that. My health issues, the plant in general has been difficult to deal with. This is one of the reasons why I so strongly recommend that folks watch what they're doing when they plant something that fits in the area. Speaking of fitting in the area, here's my columnar Austrian pine. This one in particular is an Arnold Sentinel, and she's only going to get about 7 feet wide. I've got plenty of space between her and the neighbor driveway where it won't bother her, but I'll have my pine. She's got some nice buds, or candles as we call them. They're starting up, so she's going to put on some good growth this year. I even fertilized her. I'm looking forward to that. Over here I have one of my many currants, and you can see she's starting to bud out. That's pretty exciting. That's set up to move some of the water away from my house. I've never had it leak. It's still not ideal. I still need to get it a little bit lower on this end. I've got some interesting property shape in this house. There's my fig. Now, her tip is dead, but she's flexible. She's not well rooted, but I think she's going to do well this year. We'll keep an eye on her. Looks like it might be a clover seedling. Can't tell 100%. Mulch I put out last year. It's not spread around, so it's just in a mound. Another currant, and this and the previous currant and the next 2 currants were not labeled, and I got them from the nursery because they were not labeled when I worked there. They are probably Odoratum, Ribes operatum, or Ribes aureum, which are 2 very close related plants. We'll see what they do this year and see if I'm right about that. And there is the apricot I took out last year. The reason I had to take it out is it was over the house and growing into my power lines. Again, the original owner of this house did not think those things out. This is my gooseberry. She should do well this year. Strawberries, rose from my wife. This is a nearly wild. I like the simple roses rather than the fancy ones. More strawberries. And here we have, this is a red light currant. Looks like we might, yeah, that one looks crispy. We might have lost a few branches this winter, but as with most currants, she will pull through just fine. And there's my other red lake. Now remember last year I was having a little bit of a challenge with iron on these. I did apply iron last year in the fall. Also, I've already given them a bit of a fertilization. They should have nice green leaves and good, healthy, strong growth. That's just a portion of the garden around one swoop of the house. I invite you to go out, take a look in your garden, see what's happening in your place. This is the time of year when things start happening. That also means it's the time of year to start getting out there and getting work done. I've got some grass weeds here, some other stuff I'm seeing. But it's a great time to work. The weather's great, even though it's starting to rain. Catch y'all later. Manana.